Hello, I'm Injured and welcome to episode 8 of our survival series. We are getting on a bit now in our series, and the first thing I would like to do today is have a look at my armour and tools, because they're not the best. Alright, they're not the best. Let's have a look in our amazing chest of amazingness. So we've got some Protection 3 boots. We definitely need some Phantom Membrane, which we'll try and grab today. What's our sword got on it? I'm thinking about swapping out some stuff. Or, right, let me just go smelt up all this iron. My goodness. I was talking to a friend the other day about how I could get rid of these 1.12 textures. I just turned smooth lighting on maximum. Wow. Let me show you a quick difference. This is with smooth lighting off. It looks exactly like 1.12. This is with it on maximum. Look at the difference. This is fantastic. My eyes don't hurt anymore when I look at the world. Let's go grab our anvil. Even our horrible underground bunker looks less horrible. I decided whilst we were there to literally pick up everything from our base. So our furnaces, our smithing table, bookshelves, enchanting table, broomstand, everything. I cannot get over this lighting thing. Well, our enchanting table won't be much use because I've only managed to recraft 6 of the bookshelves. To be fair, I only have 5 levels, so I wasn't really thinking of using that anyway. Let's see how our iron is doing. Yes, 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 yes. Yay! Woo! Yay! Woo! Alright, 37 iron. Let's see what we can do with that. Okay, so in this box we have some Protection 4 and Breaking 3 Mending Iron Boots. They are going straight on our feet. I don't care that it's iron, it's the world's best enchantments. We might repair those later. Possibly. Okay, what about the helmet? The helmet's looking pretty bad, but it's a really good helmet, so I'm going to repair that. I wonder how many levels is it going to take. It's probably going to take loads. We can just make it. We can just make it. It's looking pretty good so far. And that's it. I'm happy with all the other stuff. That didn't take as long as I expected. We just need a new shield and an axe and we're set. Nice. This guy's finally turned into a librarian. Smite 5. I like this guy. We have successfully gained 5 new bookshelves. Well, we're going to get started with what I would like to do in today's episode, and that is build a proper villager trading hall. Maybe not a breeder, but there are so many villagers over there, I don't think we'll need one. So we're going to start off by gathering the materials we're going to need for a pretty basic build, to be honest. I'm thinking this is going to be the size of it. Have I linked those up correctly? Yeah, I think so. Well, I'm not the best builder in the world. In fact, I'm not really that good, but I'm just experimenting with a few designs. I think those look okay as the corner post. I just don't want it to be as dull. Well, I mean, nothing can be as dull as that build up there. I've not seen these trees in a while. Let's chop them down. I'm kind of honouring our old house with the block choice here. We need lots and lots more wood, so we're going to jump into a quick time lapse, have me growing trees, and then chopping them down. Let's go. I think it looks okay compared to the house up there. I mean, it's exactly the same apart from the fact that I've missed out the corners and added in fences, so, you know, it's not much of an improvement. But this is the bit I always struggle with. This is the roof. So I'm going to try a few variations and then show you the one I like best. I cannot believe I'm doing this, but hear me out, okay? It's not a permanent build. I mean, that's what I said about the creeper farm, and that's even uglier, so slabs will do, right? I really need to learn how to build roofs. I'm going to ask Squig Scar, he's a good builder. I mean, from this angle, yeah, it's pretty horrible, but it's not too bad, is it? Anyway, ugliness aside, it will fulfill its purpose. And I forgot the floor. One moment. Just bone mealing some more trees. I think I may have found my perfect tree. You see, oak trees are annoying because they can turn into things like that, where the logs go everywhere and they're impossible to get. Spruce trees, you have this annoying thing where logs get caught at the top. What about dark oak trees? Dark oak trees are massive, but I do like a dark oak tree. What's the other tree? Jungle tree. Jungle trees are massive as well. I think birch is the best. They're quite tall, so they've got quite a lot of wood, but they don't have these annoying bits at the top to get stuck, and they're in straight lines. Go birch. So here we have it, the finished shell of our villager trading hall. I was thinking of doing skinned birch logs, which would have looked a lot nicer, but it would have taken ages, and I gotta keep telling myself, temporary build. We're gonna have a proper one of these up in our mega base. Is this the right way out? No, it's totally not. This is gonna, I can tell this is gonna disorientate me. Right, the next thing we gotta do is get these guys inside. Please say he's still in. Is this guy still alive? Yes, alright. Let's get them inside and set them up some benches. Grab an unnecessary amount of boats, but there is absolutely zero way he can get past, right? Right? Yes! But I will take Feather Falling 4, look at that! Let's go get some more villagers in. I would say that guy was slightly less annoying than this guy. We have room for 6 villagers in here. I managed to scooch him up a bit. But he has become a weaponsmith, so I'm going to destroy my grindstone and then replace it, because I don't want a weaponsmith, I want a farmer, and then we'll see what trades he gives. Okay, let's have a look. Why are you still a weaponsmith? What happened there? Did I jump in a boat somehow? I don't know what's happening. Hang on, let me destroy it. Maybe I should just make him a weaponsmith. Oh, hello, he's a farmer. Right, I need to move this far away. Let's put it over here with our enchanting table. He better not have changed back. If he's changed back, I'm going to be upset. I'm not upset. What does he do? He does potatoes. There we go. Wheat. Nice. That's what we wanted. We can finally get rid of these horrible, horrible, ugly shacks. There's a lot of ugliness going around, isn't there? This area looks far better already. No one move. This guy's protection 4. That's really incredible. I don't know if it goes away. I'm going to start trading with him to make sure that it won't. I mean, we kind of started out really good with protection 4. I'm still really happy with that. Curse of Binding. Do we really want Curse of Binding? No. No, we don't. But I'm definitely keeping him because he does protection 4, and that is incredible. But he also sells a lantern, so hopefully our 3rd level up trades will be much better. But we are not stopping there with our villagers. I want to fill up this hall, which sounds more impressive than it actually is. We need 4 more. I want to bring them all over from this village and pop them in there. So I'm going to jump into a very quick villager transporting time lapse. Let's go. Well, I cut the time lapse a bit short because I thought it might be getting a bit repetitive and boring. But here they are, 4 villagers. Now I just need to get them in there, which is the most difficult part. Oh, I totally forgot this guy was a nitwit. I haven't worked with villagers in a while, and I'm being reminded of how infuriating they are. This guy's escaped 3 times. I had to get rid of the dimwit. And now these guys are all giving me crazy expensive prices. Finally! And he's upped his prices because I hit him right. We're going to see if we can get good trades. That will do for now, but the prices are ridiculous. Oh, we might have to zombify them. But before we do any of that, let's get the remaining 2 villagers. I should really have 3, but there's no way I'm going back to the island. They've annoyed me enough today. I've had a little bit of a break. So let's get these last 2 villagers into the trading hall and set up which trader they're going to be. I think here we're going to have another librarian because I really want a mending trade. Here he is, the villager who is going to bring us mending. Okay. Actually, that's an alright one. Do I want to keep it? Nah. Okay. We already have a protection 4. Okay. Ooh, feather falling 4. That's what we had before, isn't it? Tempting, but no. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay, I'm getting a bit bored. Tell you what, I can't bear to record any more okays, so I'm going to do this until I get mending and then I'll get back to you. But Fortune 3 is too good to waste. For 17 emeralds as well. We are keeping this guy. We're going to have to get another librarian. 3rd librarian lucky. I presume we won't lose our efficiency 5. I've done a bit of trading but it's really expensive. Is there anywhere I can get? I guess I'm going to have to go to this guy. 22, he's upped it to 22, that's outrageous. What I'd actually like to do for the last few minutes of today's episode is to talk about what I'd like to do next after this survival series is finished. Obviously, it's nowhere near that point yet. I'm hoping to get to about 15-20 episodes, but when the 1.17 update, Caves and Cliffs, does come out, which I'm very excited about, I'm planning on starting a group server. There'll be some people that you've seen before, so there's going to be people like Squig and Egg and Bros from Lemon Cloud, and then some others you haven't seen. So in my early videos, I think the Hardcore series, posted a link to one of my friends PTXG's channel. I'll post it in the description again, but he's a good friend of mine, so he's going to be on there, and just some other guys who I know who enjoy playing Minecraft like me, so that's going to be quite exciting. So I thought we'd hop onto the latest Snapshot creative world. This isn't really part of my episode, and it's totally not just because I've run out of things to do, because I'm waiting for something, but I thought we'd hop on there and have a look at some of the cool new features, because I haven't been doing any tutorial videos for a while now, and I'm thinking of starting them up in the gap between survival and my server. I'm waffling along, let's just get on there. Okay, so here we are. This may look like our survival world because we're in a desert, but it's in fact a creative version of the most recent Snapshot. I've got with me my spyglass. I always keep calling it telescope, which I think is really cool because I don't have Optifier. I should probably just get it anyway, but it's a cool feature to the game. And I've also got my firework rockets because I think elytra are just a much cooler way to fly than the creative version. Already we can see some of the cool new landscapes, which is something I wanted to talk about. So we've got this cool, you would never see this in a 1.16 world. It's kind of like a ravine, but it's filled with water. The copper ores, we're going to go through this systematically in a minute. I just thought I'd have a look around first. And then if we head down, if I just go into spectator, just because it's easier, and quickly have a look. I'm trying to find a massive Grimstone cave. I mean, already you can see some Grimstone cave systems, and there is what I was looking for. Something like this. Okay, this isn't the massive Grimstone cave, but if we have a look at some of this, so this is the really cool new ore, and this is the thing I'm most interested about, because I now have no idea what level you're supposed to be mining on, so I'm going to have to learn all this stuff that I learnt before, all over again, which is going to be really interesting. Over there I can see a massive chasm, so we'll go have a look at this. So you can obviously see that they are absolutely stupendously massive compared to the normal cave sizes. The ores are looking pretty cool. I like how they've changed them, and we are currently at level -44, which is always exciting. They've added an entire 64. Oh, pretty much at the bottom, but they've added an entire 64 levels onto the bottom of the world, which is really cool. Let's have a look at some of the different blocks. The first thing that I would like to talk about in terms of blocks are the ores. I was really excited about the ores coming to the game, because if you just look at lapis, is that different? That's definitely different, right? I'm not just getting confused. No, that's definitely different. So the emerald ore especially looks a lot different. You can see it's got bigger chunks of emeralds in it instead of sort of the orderly fashion that it used to be in. Gold ore, again, I just think they're making them look slightly more realistic. So they're quite, if you look at the diamond ore, they haven't changed the diamond ore yet, but that's quite organised, whereas this looks more splodgy in a nice way. It's splodgy in a nice way. So we've got the new copper ore, the coal ore, and obviously deep slate. The redstone ore looks really cool as well. I love the redstone ore. So yeah, in general, ore's really cool. I'm going to have to learn where to mine though, which is going to be interesting. Moving on. I'm mainly trying to cover stuff that I didn't cover in my last video, and most of that is the nature that has been added to the latest Snapshot. So, we have here some of my favourite blocks that are going to be added to the game. So we've got this moss block and the moss carpet, which I think is really cool. Again, these are all just cool for adding detail to nature spaces. This flower is very cool. It was about time they added some, I don't want to be mean to the old flowers, alright? But some nice flowers. If we just have a look at some of the old flowers. Okay, that's not a very good example. But cornflower and sunflower, for example. Can I plant these on moss? I totally can. I like moss already. They're okay. Alright, they're okay. But this is so much better. It's just so much better. I don't know why, there's something about it. On the topic of this, if we come and look at this thing that I've just made, there's the hanging roots, there's the rooted dirt, which I think is cool for adding texture. These are cool for a bit like we went over dripstone in the last video, which was quite cool because it allowed you to drip lava into source buckets. So it was kind of like an infinite lava source, which was nice. We've also got this glow lichen, which I've seen a lot in the underwater caves, so that's kind of a way of lighting it up. A cheaper way than sea lanterns, I guess. And then we've got these interesting things. I'm not sure what these are going to be useful for just yet. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but they're cool. So if you stand on it for long enough, you get dropped down. It could be used for like a time trap, something like that, and then it should go back up. You can just walk across them, but they will eventually drop you down. You've got these really nice azaleas, which are kind of like mini trees, little bonsai trees, which is cool. Compared to, I'm just going to take the old plants out of there. They just don't fit. They look horrible compared. But yeah, that is the nature section. I think there's one more thing I'd like to have a look at before we finish today's episode. I covered most of it in our last video, and that thing is the glow squid. Remember when there was that vote and the little old glow squid won? There it is. It won the vote. I'm not sure why, but I have to admit it's quite a cool mob, and it gives us some of these awesome things. So we've got glow berries. Maybe I just hadn't looked at the things that it could do, because I thought it was pretty useless. But we've got glow berries. Oops. There's glow berries. Again, I'm not actually sure what these things do, but it certainly opens up a way for new items. And of course, this has got to be my favourite. Powder snow. It can be used to MLG. It's just so fun. Look, if I dig a hole, and then I fill it with powder snow. Look inside, and then you get this frost around the edge of your screen, and it gets deeper and deeper. And I think you start taking damage from just being frozen, and it is so cool. I love it. I'm gonna do it again just because it's so fun. But in the midst of this snowy white tunnel, I'm gonna leave today's episode. Okay, this is weird. This is very weird. Thank you very much for watching. We went a bit off track at the end. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe if you did. Oh, we're out of the hole. And I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.